Hello and welcome to this video on why move to cloud. My name is Prabjot Singh Bakshi. I'm going to be your instructor on this course. There are numerous terms and definitions which are floating around in the industries, such as the cloud, cloud computing, and cloud services. In this video, we're going to talk about why you should move to cloud computing by looking at some common use cases. To do this, I'm going to use Microsoft Azure, which is a cloud computing platform from Microsoft. We will also find out how you can take advantage of the cloud for modern business. At the end of this video, you will be able to explain what is cloud computing, describe some apps powered by Microsoft Azure. You will also be able to understand where data is stored on Microsoft Azure. So what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is a use of distributed computing and resources over the network. It involves infrastructure, programs, or applications or services that may run on several connected computers at the same time. The cloud has already made inroads in our daily lives. We are using cloud computing in many ways and many areas of our lives, but we may not even realize it. For example, do you use email? Do you know that the mails that you send and receive are not saved or stored on your local personal computer? They are stored somewhere else in the cloud. Each time you want to read a mail, the mail application actually goes out and picks up the mail from the cloud server and makes it available on your desktop. The moment you are done with it, the mail goes back and resides in the cloud. Let us look at a situation that can happen all too often in our lives. You have set up a reminder on your Windows 8 laptop to attend the client meeting at 1 p.m. However, you step out for lunch with colleagues and completely forget about it. But what if, while you are having lunch, the alarm on your Windows phone buzzes, reminding you about the client's meeting? This is exactly what you can do with cloud computing because your devices are synced. Now we will see how this is done using Microsoft Azure, Windows 8 laptop, and Windows Phone. We will see how to set up a reminder on Windows 8 laptop, how this data moves to the Azure and gets synced to my Windows Phone device. Here I have with me Windows 8.1 laptop and Windows Phone 8. In both the devices, I have logged in with the same credential, prabjot@outlook.com. Look at my phone, particularly the tiles, calendar and Outlook. Both are clean, they don't have any message, no reminders. It's like a clean slate. Now, let's open an inbuilt app called Calendar on my laptop to set up a reminder for the client meeting at 5:40. So I've taken a duration for 1 hour. And the time is it's 17:40. location Bangalore, client meeting at 5:40. Now I'm going to click on Save button. You can see on the right hand side corner there's a synchronization happening. It will get updated. We're going to wait for that. It got updated. So the data is moved from my laptop to Azure, and from there it already got synced on my Windows Phone 8 device. We can see it there. And at 5:40 I'm expecting it to buzz, and at the same time it would be there in the Outlook also. So meanwhile what we can do is go to Outlook, and we can see it here, client meeting at 5:40 Bangalore. And if I click on this, there's an option for view details. I'll get all the details out here. Now you can see an alarm buzzing and reminding me. Let us now look at another use case. I will use my Windows Phone camera to take a picture, and then we'll see the same picture getting posted to OneDrive, which is the cloud storage from Microsoft. Because of the default settings on my Windows Phone, the camera roll will automatically be backed up to the cloud. All the pictures will be saved to OneDrive. So now you can get to them from any of your device, even if something happens to your phone. Let's look at a demo to do this. I'm using Windows Phone camera to take a selfie. 1, 2, 3. Now these pictures will get posted to OneDrive due to the default settings. Let me show you the settings on my Windows Phone. For that we go to Settings, and then we look for Backup. Inside Backup we have Photos plus Videos, and here it says automatically uploads your photos and videos to OneDrive, so you can access them from any device. This is the default settings. Now from my laptop I'll access my OneDrive account to see it. So I have two options. One is that I go with OneDrive.live.com. The other option is, which I prefer at this moment, is Outlook.com. Drop down OneDrive. All photos. And you can see the pictures which I have clicked. They're all here. Now let's delete the picture from the phone. So I go to Phone, Photos, and delete them. I have to delete individually. Can't select them all. So now from my Windows 8.1, using an app called Photos, I will still be able to see it as it is stored and resides on cloud. SkyDrive role. These are the pictures out there. Now let us look at another use case of the cloud. You are using the internet on your Windows 8 laptop and are in the middle of some work. At that point, you need to step out and leave the office. But you need to keep using the internet. What I'll show you now is that while on the move, you can continue to see the list of same URLs or websites addresses on your phone to continue working. Let's look at the demo to do this. Let me first show you the Internet Explorer on my phone. So on the left hand side corner, there's an icon. I click that and there's an option called Others. If I read what's written out here, pick up where you left off. Internet Explorer tabs open on your other devices will show here. Now, I will enter the URL that is displayed on the screen in this laptop. Outlook.com. Then I'll go with Microsoft.com. OneDrive.com. Now I have to step out, but I need to continue browsing. I can do this using my Windows phone. Let's go to Internet Explorer on my phone and select the other option. Now you can see the list of same URL out there on my Windows phone, which enable me to continue working. Where does this data, which we have just seen, go? The reminder from my calendar app and the picture from my Windows Phone camera roll, all of this data was moved to one of the servers on Azure Cloud Data Centers. Microsoft has many data centers all over the world. These are the location of 10 Microsoft Azure data centers situated across the continents, with Brazil being the latest and Australia in the pipeline. Microsoft has created these top-of-the-line facilities that are available to you as a developer and will enable you to create solutions that you can host over the cloud. To get started, all you need is your credit card. The image on your screen shows the locations of data centers across the globe. A good data center is a backbone of any successful app. Let's take the example of Facebook or WhatsApp. They need to have a robust, scalable, reliable, performance-oriented infrastructure in the backend to store data and handle requests from millions of users. In today's world, the success of an application is attributed to data management in the backend. How it is saved over the cloud and synced over devices in real time. This is how one of the data center looks like. This image shows the top view of the data center, and this image shows the internal view of the data center. Let us now look at the key points that we discussed in the video. Cloud computing is a concept that uses distributed computing over the network to run programs and store data on many computers. Using cloud computing, you can store information, create apps on various devices and access them from various devices. Microsoft Azure stores data in high-end data centers in several locations around the world.